empowerment are.
And the Christians being the majority in Ghana, what do you think will happen? And to me, that is a real test.
Yeah.
Prejudicial comments on it.
It is unconstitutional. If you look at Article 21C of the Constitution, it gives every Ghanaian an opportunity to practice their religion.
Why am I saying this? I'm going to use my life experience as an example. Before I decided to enter into SRC,
COVID is very important. HIV is equally important.
Agencies must do a lot. And Ministry of Gender.
I could see flashes of light, I could see shadows, I could see images, but then it stopped. I am now blind and have to be sad and all that.
There are challenges to this effect. So what do we do as a nation? What do we do as individuals? What do we do as organizations?
Je lance à toutes les personnes handicapées, aussi bien les femmes également.
Once you lack integrity, trust me, you are going nowhere.
A lot of people go to church and they are Christians, but they are not truly repentant. It's happened to me, like only by the mercy and grace of God that I'm alive to share all that I've been through or went through.
Showing every Friday at 6 p.m. You can follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, and also on Twitch, as well as YouTube. You are welcome to Empowerment show, showing on Today Ghana News TV.
Ebusiafo minyanum musumfo na nefie kobisewa ampim ena meka sei sa wotumi nka na nya me hu bi na etame ana dede bi na meye ne momedie ni gie semnam makopie so na mahu na mabisa ne ya ka kire me the Links Cosmetology Training Institute annual mesi the Links Cosmetology Training Institute we institutional apoa ma ye minuanom ma na ebeboa ye na ma ye nsan adwuma be na opese we see about cosmetology, hair designing, haircut, makeup, beauty salon, Brazilian weaving, medicure and pedicure. Brania mounted papa, Brania mount san wedrum, Branian to be mount found sense open found so ya madam. Here you can see BB kids word. Near mount san wedrum, Nana Muswam wants me abwa afofro. Intene, Mrs. Amatia some day ya, been coming to me and fan shemitim. I was sent to me no beche. Namusumi to me ye emwa emamu. Into me mamma casanya tenting. Yes, ya in a power way and pekasa. And I renepa and come for no empty. And I'm a frey, Nebraya stray so, ya mounted to your pa, so person will turn me, and me a yankasayage, and you papa, human hair, and you from Yamo could dear to me so as I would name, I'm a woman from. He delivery woman, your money in her. Him fan a war, him fan opposite delivery big bro, fraying. I was 0557 089324 0557 089324 na yemra ni yemma wodi ope ema wakoma entowe obentumi so follow yen on Instagram and Facebook the links ana yebeje o say we have passion for your hair care makram.
And I quote, "Life is more beautiful when you meet the right hairdresser." So I would want to take the opportunity to introduce you to the Links Cosmetology Training Institute. They have a passion for your hair care. Do well to contact them on 055 7089 324 and also on Facebook or Instagram via their handle, the Links for all your hair designs, haircuts, makeup, Brazilian waxing, manicure and pedicure, as well as your beauty needs. Do not hesitate to visit them if you want a serene environment where you can have your beauty enhanced. Do not hesitate to contact the Links Cosmetology Training Institute via the details that I have mentioned. So thank you so much in advance for patronizing their services. Also, they train a lot of vulnerable people in cosmetology training. So support them, purchase from them, visit them so that they'll be able to also do more humanitarian work to support such vulnerable persons. 055-7089-324 and on Facebook or Instagram via the handle the links for all your care.
Welcome to News Updates on Today Ghana News TV. We are live on the satellite via Twitch for our viewers in Eastern European countries and also on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Today Ghana News TV. We are also on anchor.fm/podcast at Today Ghana News TV. Now the headlines. Voting for Metropolitan, Municipal, and District Chief Executives, MMDCs across the country. Firegulfed the entire Block A boys dormitory of the Eshinahin Catholic Senior High School. We have these and other stories coming your way in the next minute. My name is Edna Sabonya. The news is sponsored by Abuzuhaba Clinic and the Links Cosmetology Training Institute. Assembly members of the Cape Coast Metropolitan Assembly on Wednesday, October 6, 2021, left the Central Regional Minister on her knees weeping as she begged that they confirmed the president's nominee for the area. Story by Wafasami, our Central Regional Correspondent.
Assembly members of the Cape Coast Metropolitan Assembly on Wednesday, October 6, 2021, left the Central Regional Minister on her knees weeping as she begged that they confirm the president's nominee for the area, Justina Marigold Assam, who was literally weeping.
There was anger, curses upon the head of the Central Minister and the President of Ghana by some disgruntled assemblymen at the Asin South District. According to the aggrieved local legislators, they were denied of their voting rights to enable them choose a suitable DCE for the district. Reporting for Today Ghana News TV is Adra.
You know, I'm so DC, no. I'm going to say, I can't away. I'm rather one.
There were anger cases upon the head of the Central Minister and the President of Ghana by some disgruntled assemblymen at the Asin South District. According to the aggrieved local legislators, they were denial of their voting rights to enable them choose a suitable DCE for the district. According to them, 14 assembly members could not vote because time and venue for elections was changed by not informing these assembly members. According to them, the worst of it all was when they were denied entering the hall to cast their votes. They therefore slaughtered a sheep and broke a lot of eggs to call upon calamity upon those who organized those injustices against them.
The Shensen, Yamama Tuaba. But the Tuaba and the Pentecost, I saw them, only a Tuaba, the Bia, the year meeting. You have a chair, the Abatis, when we were English, Methodist, I saw them. I think that Methodist, I saw them. And you have the Mika, Echo, Yako and Nampano Mutuaba. Yanni pass, I must slip out doing Sia. Yes, sir. You will rather not Tuaba. Police. Ghana Police, Fosu, or no, you're way. Division Commander, Regional Commander, Regional Commander, and Division Commander, I think South. One day, son, no need, I would go to Mumbadi, Sansa, Yadimami, Sir, Yamuya, Papa, Onye, Sanya, Boniso, Yakobo Tramuka. na wo mu boye mini na bia wo mu tuntu ye nya hu roro na mmom se yen enade se yen yenka abato no ho a commander for me san a wo bu gian yes ade no a fosu on police force ko mo no a wo mu fosu pani no nka sa otu aba ni bi no nsia etwa ha nyina hia no kuti na kuti nsia hia etwa nyina no wanko no konsu ona transfer abi nsia kopim epo mujina nyamunu mu flower se do mu hia no se baba mu nyawo na se boni se do bu tete afu na na wu de bia wa tu je ni o ngitikiti na mu bia ya ma oska obi abedi wa sigi bia no nsia ya bomudi mu flower
Reporting for Today Ghana News TV, Text and Media reporting.
Moving on to the Volta region, Assembly members of South Home District. Moving on to the Volta region, Assembly members of South Home District Assembly have heavily endorsed Mr. Seth Agbi as the new DCE of South Home. He pulled 50 yes votes, representing 88%, to be confirmed as the DCE. Dinah Salas Tete, our Volta regional correspondent, has more.
Mr. Seth Kwesi Agbi has been confirmed as a new district chief executive for South Tongue in the Volta region. He had the required 2/3 majority endorsement after he was nominated by President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. A total of 39 elected assembly members and 18 government appointees took part in the exercise, which was held at the district assembly hall at Sogakope. 50 assembly members voted in favor of the nominee, representing 88%, while 7 voted against. Oaths of office, oath of secrecy, and oath of allegiance were administered to the new DCE under the supervision of Mr. Okran, a district magistrate. Hundreds of New Patriotic Party NPP sympathizers and others who came out in their numbers to catch a glimpse of the new endorsement exercise did not hold their excitement as they described the new DCE as the people's choice. The confirmed DCE, Honorable Seth Agbi, in his acceptance speech, thanked all and sundry for voting him into the office as the DCE of South Tongue. He also expressed his readiness to work with all.
Also thank immensely His Excellency the President for the trust reposed in me to lead this district as a DCE. It is my humble pleasure to thank everybody, especially honorable assemblymen, women, for your massive support and endorsements. You have just made a landmark history to the South Tongue on the path of great transformation. Coming events, they say, can cast their shadow. Your firm support indicates to me I have a strong backbone to implement my agenda for the transformation of South Tongue. I made some commitments to you as my line of strategy to help develop South Tongue, and let me assure you, and I'm still committed to my pledge as you endorse me to take the high seats as your DCE. We will work together for the South Tongue to regain its enviable position as the mother district of the 3 Tongue communities. I thank you so much for the confidence reposed in me to join you at the assembly to serve our people. Honorable PM, I really cannot find the appropriate words to convey my gratitude to our father, the regional minister, Dr. Achiba Lecha.
The Member of Parliament for Southton constituency, Honorable Wisdom Kobena Woyomo, pledged his full support for the new nominee and call on all assembly members to rally behind the new DCE for a better development.
Heads of various departments, all protocols duly observed. I am here to simply endorse what had been articulately communicated, that the simple task is to endorse the nominee for the district. And I agree entirely with the presiding member that history is to guide us. And as a people, we need to forge ahead in unity. And so a simple task of confirming Honorable said Kwesi Agbi, which I know is entirely the responsibility of the honorable members that are here, that I know with the statements ably delivered, you will do exactly that. And so on this note, I think I would not want to.
Reporting for Today Ghana News TV, I am Dinah Selassie Tete, Volta region.
In other parts of the Volta region, some of the president's nominees for the position of the MMDCs have also been confirmed by assembly members to steer the affairs of this district. Our Volta regional correspondent, Dinah Selassie Tete, again has details on this.
Assembly members of Katu South Municipal have heavily endorsed Mr. Maxwell Kofi Lugudo to assume the position of the new MCE for Katu South. 39 elected assembly members and 18 government appointees took part in voting.
We have Mr. Michael Richmond Smart Abbey, a political and security analyst, on the line to tell us more on the confirmation and rejection of some MMDCs and matters arising. Hello. Hello, Mr. Abbey. Hello, Mr. Abbey. Okay, it seems we've lost Mr. Abbey, but we will try pick him up again so that he will tell us more about that. The entire boys' dormitory block A of the Enyinahin Catholic Senior High School in the Enchima Mponua district of the Asante region has been gutted by fire. It occurred on Friday, October 8, 2021. Reporting for Today Ghana News TV is Lydia.
Boys Dormitory Block A of the Enyinahin Catholic Senior High School in the Enchima Mponua district of the Ashanti region has been gutted by fire. It occurred on Friday, October 8, 2021. The early intervention by firefighters prevented the fire from spreading to other blocks. Officers from the Ghana National Fire Service say there were no casualties. However, one firefighter was allegedly assaulted by some unknown persons as he was working to bring the situation under control. Although the immediate cause of the fire is not yet known, the officers from the Ghana National Fire Service said they picked intelligence a few days ago that some students were planning to set fire into the building. D.O. Third Desmond Aka, the Ashanti Regional Public Relations Officer of the Ghana National Fire Service, in an interview to Today Ghana News TV, narrated the incident. He also narrated the approach they employed in dousing the fire. We had a distress call at 9:30 p.m. last night that there was a fire outbreak at Injunahin Catholic Senior High School. So we quickly dispatched the Injunahin fire tender to the school, and it took us about 5 minutes to get there. Upon arrival, we realized that the fire has engulfed the boys' dormitory block A, and the fire was all over and spreading widely and very fast in all the 6 rooms in that particular block. And in order to prevent the fire from further spread, we defensively and offensively tackled the fire, and we brought it under control at exactly 11:27 p.m. and then eventually succeeded in dousing the fire completely at 12:23 a.m. Reporting for Today Ghana News TV.
We have Mr. Smart Abe back on the line. Hello, Mr. Smart. Hello. Hello, Mr. Abe. Okay, up next is entertainment news with Sylvia Happy Annan.
Thank you very much, Edna.
You're welcome, Sylvia.
Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome to Entertainment Updates. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more information. Jamaican-born reggae dancehall artist Walski is fast rising to catch up with the international music community, whose single Ungrateful, produced by UK-based record company Big Goose, is making waves on all music platforms on social media and stores. Big Goose recently released a single which featured Ghana's Shasha Mali entitled Free Them. It has also enjoyed airplay by BBC and other mainstream media stations. Viewers, let's watch a short video clip from Walski. When we are back, we'll have him live from Jamaica.
The little girl them slaughter, them killing off with daughter. Here's that taxi, she got charter, no she bury in a Malta. Them youth and nowadays is like them very out of order. Protect me from them stranger, the evil getting eviler. Mankind them going harder, them liquid in the world harder. Palm coats against the king of them so scornful. Yo, them wicked and them heart, them dust is joyful. I'm right in my body, me I feel grateful. Love alone can make you grateful. I mean no only give praises when me play it full. Yo, I walk, you bring the message, me and be a good. Get a youth life in your body, I feel grateful. Love alone can make you grateful. I mean no only give praises when me play it full. Just love to get the youth, don't be ungrateful. No me no fucking master, the youth them soul you be dapper. You hear this for a disaster. Yeah, and you feel get kicked off because you wicked and you greedy and you harmful. Hungry dog eat off them bone and belly can't full. I'm life in my body, me I feel grateful. Love alone can make you grateful. I mean no only give praises when me play it full. Yo, I walk, you bring the message, me and be a good. Get a youth, protect me from them stranger. The evil getting eviler. Mankind them going harder. Them liquid in the world harder. Palm coats against the king of them so scornful. Yo, them wicked and them heart, them dust is joyful. Protect me from them stranger. The evil getting eviler. Mankind them going harder. Them liquid in the world harder. Palm coats against the king of them so scornful. Yo, them wicked and them heart, them dust is joyful. Get out you.
So that was an amazing tune from Walski. Grateful. Joining us live from Kingston, Jamaica is Walski.
Thanks for having
Hello,
me.
Walski.
Good. Hello, Sylvia. Bless up to Ghana, you know, Tingo. Woski out of Kingston, Jamaica, representing.
Welcome to Today Ghana News TV. We are live now.
Could you repeat that, please?
Welcome to Today Ghana News TV. We are live now. What time is it in Jamaica now?
Well, it's now 1:30 p.m. Jamaica.
Wow.
30 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. Thank you for making time to join us live today.
Yeah, man, you're welcome every time, all right?
All right.
It's a privilege.
Okay, so Walski, today is my first time of seeing a Jamaican without dreadlocks. Can you tell me why you chose not to do that dreadlocks?
Why do I choose what?
You are a Jamaican, right? Without dreadlocks. It's my first time seeing something like that.
Huh? I'm not hearing you clearly.
I said that you are a Jamaican, but I do not see your dreadlocks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm not a dreadlocks, you know. My music is positive and righteous, you know. I'm not a dreadlocks.
So can you tell me about yourself and your music career?
Well, my name is Woski.
Hello, so that's Walski. I think he's having a bit of a challenge, but he's still with us. We'll try to connect with him again. Hello, Walski.
The little girl them slaughter, them killing off with daughter. Here's that taxi, she gon' chat and know she bury in a Malta. Them youth and nowadays is like them very out of order. Protect my from them stranger, the evil getting evil. Mankind them going harder, them liquid in the world harder. Farm courts against the king of them so scornful. Yo, them wicked and them heart, them just is trifle. Love alone can make you grateful. I mean, only give praises when me play it full. You a walk, you bring the message, me and be it good. Get a youth life in your body, you feel grateful. Love alone can make you grateful. I mean, only give praises when me play it full. Just love to get the youth, don't be ungrateful. So them be dapper. You ain't this for a disaster. Yeah, I have to get kicked off because you wicked and you greedy and you awful. Hungry dog, eat off them.
So that was an amazing tune by Walski. I really enjoyed it. Hello, Walski. Can you hear me now?
Hello, I'm here. Yes, I'm hearing you clearly now.
Okay, so can you tell me about your
Okay, yeah, man, I am Woski, you know. I'm a motivational artist from Jamaica. And, you know, I do a type of positive music, you know. My music is uplifting, you know, and I aim to encourage and motivate people through my music, you know. So That's basically my style of music: positive, dancehall, and reggae music.
So how did your music career start?
Pardon?
How did your music career start? How did you get into music? Hello, Wowski. Hello?
Music.
I'm hoping you can hear me. I think it's still having a bit of a challenge, so we can go for a quick break.
Okay, Sylvia, thank you for that.
All right, thank you very much, and now hand over to you now. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, so we have Mr. Abe back online with us. Hello, Mr. Abe.
Yes, you're welcome.
You're welcome, and happy belated birthday to you.
I'm most grateful. I'm most grateful to the news team.
Hope you had a wonderful day yesterday.
Let's give one.
We thank God. You just saw the stories
Yes,
filed by our regional
I
correspondent.
dedicated that day or yesterday to the needy. Yes, I dedicated it to them.
Oh, okay. That's nice. God bless you for doing that for
Yes,
Mother Ghana.
I have monitored events and probably have watched some videos here as well. With yes, yes, yes. So what it means is that we are talking about the rejection and confirmation of the metropolitan municipal and district chief executives.
Yes.
Probably let me look at the historical antecedent of yes. Can I go the historical antecedents? Yes, about the metropolitan municipal district chief executive election. See, uh, one way or the other, this was couched out of the local governance system of Ghana. Looking at the historical antecedent of the whole concept of the district assembly was that development must reach the doorstep of the ordinary citizen. So there is a need for government to decentralize government policies and programs so that it will be implemented at the grassroots level so that it will have direct impact on the livelihood of these people. So it started way back in the PNDC and DC era. So what it means is that it was to deepen our democratic process of ensuring that government attends to the needs of the ordinary citizens. So what it means is that the issue of acceptance and rejection has not it's not any new. It's not anything new. I can say and I can put it. But in recent times, the dynamics is quite changing. It is quite unfortunate that the president's nominees are being, although some are being accepted and confirmed, majority of them are being rejected for some reasons that is best known to this assembly member. But then one could ask the question, why this rejection? When you look at the whole idea of this assembly policy, at the grassroots level, they made it non-partisan. That's why we elect assembly members to the various municipal assemblies to work on behalf of the people. But then the other side of it is that when it comes to who becomes the municipal head or the district chief executive or the metropolitan or whatever mayor I may put it, that has to come from a nomination from the president. But if you look at some history with regards to these nominees, I can tell you on authority that many of these nominees are not known to the president himself. What happens is that they leave it in the hands of the party machinery to shortlist some people for vetting. And after vetting, the president chooses who comes or who comes third at the vetting process to be nominated as substantive, how do you call it, municipal chief executive. But what it means is that there is a bit of a challenge here. There's a bit of a challenge because at the end of the day, class system sometimes prevails. So the choice of the people is not what normally the president nominates to the masses. So what happens is that I remember I was part of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Poverty Reduction, and I was the rapporteur for the Ghana Poverty Reduction Strategy under the auspices of the UNDP and Parliament of Ghana. That was in 2009. So as part of these challenges that we've seen with regards to rejection and acceptance of whatnot, it was suggested in that committee that henceforth, we should work assiduously to make sure that these municipal chief executives are elected. But one way or the other, the other school of thought also saw it as a way of process that may stifle development. The reason is that if somebody is elected as a municipal chief executive and that person is not a member of government, and the government have to implement its manifesto in line with its objectives, it may stifle development because that municipal chief executive may sabotage government efforts. But then I think that when we talk about politics of need or theories of need or politics of underdevelopment, where we are today, things are changing. Our democratic processes have changed over the time. So we were of the view that since it will stifle development, let us hook on to the system where the assembly members are elected and then the president nominates, the municipal chief executive. So with these particular rejections, I can say that it is a way of protest against some of the challenges that the people are facing at the grassroots level. And they think that they know the people who can address their challenges and their problems. And they are expecting those people to be nominated as municipal chief executives. So if they don't see that, they've also taken an entrenched position not to confirm these municipal chief executive. And this is quite challenging because at the end of the day, if this thing doesn't go through, it means that there will be no development at the grassroots level. And when there is no development at grassroots level, it will affect the local economy and it will affect the sustainable livelihood development of these people. So like I said, that committee, Ghana Poverty Reduction Strategy, also made another suggestion that if that be the case, okay, the issue of vetting should be vested into the mandate of the people. What they want to say is that, okay, if 3 people are shortlisted, instead of them going for vetting, what they have to do is that they should bring them
Mr. Abbey.
to the electoral process. They should
Hello,
allow
Mr.
the
Abbey.
people to select amongst. Yes.
Please, would you hold on
I
for
can
a
hear.
while for us so that we can play a story from Volta region where the regional minister expressed his dissatisfaction against some of the assemblymen?
Yes, you can go ahead.
Thank you.
Assembly members of Ketu South Municipal have heavily endorsed Mr. Maxwell Kofi Lugudo to assume the position of the new MCE for Ketu South. 39 elected assembly members and 18 government appointees took part in voting him into power at the Municipal Assembly Hall at Toko in the Ketu South municipality of the Volta region. 8 assembly members voted against him and 49 voted in favor, representing 86% of the total votes. Oath of office, secrecy and allegiance was administered to him by Stephen Ofori Akwasi, the district magistrate. Honorable Maxwell Lugudo, the new municipal chief executive of Ketu South, in a speech made these remarks.
To thank first and foremost His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, the President of the Republic, for giving me the opportunity to serve my people of this great municipality as the Chief Executive, and all those who wish me well with prayers and advice. at the time of seeking for nomination of this position. All those who contested with me should see my nomination as theirs, and also because the seat is one.
Mr. Emmanuel Gemega, the Municipal Chief Executive nominee for Keta Municipal Assembly, has been endorsed by the Assembly members. He gathered 23 yes votes, representing 70% against 9 no votes, representing 30%. A total of 22 Assembly members and 10 government appointees took part in the exercise. Mr. Gemega, in his remarks, thanked the Assembly members for their massive votes and confident reports in him. He added that he is ready to work with everyone that will come with good ideas to develop the municipal. Mr. Gemega noted that he will need the help of the general public to correct all the rots that engulfed the assembly some months ago, which saw some assembly workers transferred for embezzlement of funds. He further explained some vital points.
To all of you, I acknowledge the presence of the New Patriotic Party voter resource group, chaired by my vice beloved mother, Mrs. Agnes Okuyeto, and proud daughter of the Angola.
The Member of Parliament for Keta Municipality, Honorable Kwame Gakpe, has charged Assembly members of the municipal to step up their works in order to bring more development to the municipality. He said it is a core mandate for all Assembly workers to rally behind the municipal chief executive for a better development. The MP made these remarks when he witnessed the endorsement of Mr. Emmanuel Gemega as the new municipal chief executive for Keta. He explained more on plans that will be put in place to stop embezzlement of funds among some assembly workers.
Generated funds, accountability is an issue. Corporate funds that they brought into the municipal assembly, they're supposed to buy polytank. Money was removed, and the polytank was nowhere to be found. Borehole was supposed to be done, and then the money was taken in account, and then the borehole was nowhere to be found. Those are the things that are happening in the municipality. And then I think coming in with the Gemega, that is the end.
The Volta Regional Minister, Dr. Archibald Letcher, urged Ghanaians in general to be supportive of the MPP-led government so as to see visible results of developmental projects in the respective districts and municipalities. He said he is of the view that there is a new dawn under the current government administration to end poverty in the country. Dr. Letcher was speaking to the media after the 6-day tours to the Volta region to confirm the president's nominees for the position of the district chief executives and municipal chief executives. He explained that the program was a success despite few challenges and differences, which was quickly corrected.
If you are a government appointee, you must protect the government. You must do what government wants you to do, and that's why you are there. So one appointee cannot be voting against another appointee. It doesn't really make sense. It doesn't show loyalty. And if we see any sign of disloyalty and we take action, people must understand us. We will talk it over with them.
Reporting for Today Ghana News TV, I am Dinah Selassie Tete, Volta Region.
Hello, Mr. Abe. Hello, Mr. Abe. Can you hear me? Hello, Mr. Abe. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you for joining us again. We are waiting for Mr. Abe to join us so that we can continue with the interview. Okay, as we are waiting for Mr. Abe, I would like to pick some of the comments that was left on our Facebook pages. Okay, Mr. Abe is back.
Welcome back here. Let me make let me make this quick comment. See, like what like I'm saying, the better the people confirm the MMDCs, the better for them. We've all seen the issue now, so we need to amend our laws to make sure that henceforth this issue of vetting and nomination should cease. We should subject these people who have been nominated to electoral process, so that if you leave it in the hands of a vetting committee, people believe that they can manipulate the system, and let the people themselves choose what they want. So it comes to the social theory of need, that you give to the people at the point of need, not when you think the people need it. So maybe you think that this particular person could do better for the people. That's the reason why you may be nominating to become the MC of that particular district. But the people there also know themselves, and they may also think that that person may not be the right person for them. So what has also accounted for this challenge is also the issue where it has taken government too long a time to nominate these MMCs. So for the past 7 to 8 months, like I said, development at the grassroots level, at the district level, has been stifled because they don't have substantive MMDCs to take critical decisions that can affect or impact the lives of the local people in the local economy. So when you put people in suspense, they may take decisions that you may not want. What we are trying to say here is that let us go back to the recommendations of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Poverty Reduction Strategy in 2009. That recommended that MMDC should be elected. Yes, it is not easy that way, but we can start. The start point will be that just nominate or shortlist the people you think can be able to manage the affairs of the district, and then subject them to electoral process, like I said, so that the people themselves, like the way we elect assembly members, the people themselves at the grassroots would elect those people to become MMC. Or if you want to limit the scope, you can still put it at the corridors of the assembly members. So at the assembly, when you have 3 shortlisted nominees, they don't have to go to vet. What they have to do is that there must be an election by the assembly members to choose who they think they want to become the MMDC for them. Because at the end of the day, the assembly members are the representatives of the people at the grassroots. So they must have a stake in the kind of nominations that we do at the municipal, metropolitan, and district level. So, like I said, this thing is going to stifle development if the people don't confirm these MMDCs. But going forward, government must take pragmatic measures. We should issues of national interest. We should not politicize it. What we are trying to say is that if in the event where we decide to elect MMDCs, like the way we elect parliamentarians, and at the end of the day, a government in power may not have an MC who is part of his party, shouldn't stifle development, shouldn't be a problem at all. What it means is that there must be a laid down procedures. That's why we have the National Development Planning Committee. So they are responsible for development planning of the country. So our development planning agenda should be static, should be of national interest, so that it doesn't matter which party you belong. If today it's MPP in power and the MC of Cape Coast happens to be an NDC person, like the way we have in parliament today, it will bring checks and balance in our district governance system. So what I'm trying to say or insinuate is that the issue where we nominate how do you call it, MMC to the people, it is getting to a time that the people are becoming conscious of themselves and what we talk about development. As we speak now, we have bad roads, we have bad market, bad hospitals, just because we don't have substantive MMCs. And the roads are set back that at the end of the day, monies have been invested into them already. And when an MCE is elected, contracts must also be given to revisit these rules again. It is frivolous expenditure. It is not going to help the development agenda at the local economy. So what it means is that henceforth, after an election, we should go ahead and make sure that these MMCs are sent to the district assemblies to start with. Because if they are not there, like I said, it stifles development. Nothing goes on and nothing comes in. And for this reason, I would urge and I would plead with the other constituencies of districts to go ahead to confirm their MMCs, because at the end of the day, they will suffer more. What it means is that they may not have a district chief executive who can execute policies and programs at the grassroots for them. So if they need hospital, they may not have. If they need roads, they may not have, because they don't have substantive MMDCs. But going forward, like I said, we should work assiduously to at least amend certain portions of our constitution to allow these MMCs to be elected. If they are elected, it means that they are the choice of the people, and they will be compelled to do what the people want them to do.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Abe. Hello, Mr. Abe. Hello. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Abe, and thanks for talking to us. Before I go, I would like to read some of the comments from our WhatsApp. Okay. Joyce Ohinuwakwa, upon watching you from Accra. Thank you, Joyce. Mutali Amos, I'm watching from Uganda. Kampala now. Okay, thank you. Wise Fight Amasaman, watching live from the United States of Amasaman. Thank you, Wise. Salasi Dainatete, watching from Sugakope. Thank you, Salasi. Halima Idris, it's obvious some patients with HIV are being enslaved to the antiviral and other supplementary orthodox medicine just to help suppress the virus and not a cure. I have been with the virus since 2012 until I was introduced by a blogger who also narrated her story online on how she was cured of HIV after drinking Dr. Kudera herbal medicine. Babi, British, Sean, big up Whiskey Music Baked Goods. Thank you. Jay Manuel, I'm watching from Aflau in the Volta region. Thank you, Jay. Stephen Wilhelm, Germany, love it. Thank you, Stephen. From Stephen again, Whiskey going global? Yes, he is. DB, happy belated birthday, Mr. Michael Richmond Smart Abbey. Thank you. Patrick Yao, you are looking beautiful this evening. Thank you, Patrick. Kweku Adi, I wanted to hear from Wowski, but unfortunately, his line is bad. Evans Darko, watching you from France. Thank you, Evans. That is it for tonight. Thanks for watching us. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and you can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Today Ghana News TV. My name is Edna Sabonya, and the news is sponsored by Agbozu Herbal Clinic and the Links Cosmetology Training Institute.